Frugal Crafter. Today we're going to make this fun birthday card using some stamps from Lost Coast Designs. And it's actually my, it's my niece's husband's birthday today, so I wanted to get this made for him. So we're going to do a bunch of different techniques, and hopefully you'll learn something new or maybe be refreshed on a technique you may have forgotten about. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to do some masking, and I'm going to stamp the party hat because if you can see here, the party hat is on the dog, so we need to stamp that first. And I'm just using some of my new Lone Phone inks. I'm loving this. Got mine from Hallmark Scrapbook. Just want to make sure I have it nice and shiny. I'm not going to worry about I probably could trim that a little closer because I did notice I got fingerprints all over the place. I should wash my hands. I'm just going to stamp this up here in the corner. Oh, perfect. Perfect image. All right, and then I am going to ink up this dog here from Lost Coast. So the hat's from the party hat set, and the dogs are from the circus dog set, which I think is the first set I ever bought, my first stamp show a few years ago, before I was even on the design team. And that looks nice and shiny, so I think it's well inked. And actually, the back is not sticking very well for me now. So what I'm going to do is actually, oh my gosh, actually, maybe I could say that 12 more times in this tutorial. I'm going to tear off a little piece of painter's tape so I can mask off the hat. And then I'm just going to place this face down. Obviously it should be stuck to a stamping block, but what are you going to do? And I think I stamped that too low. Let's see, maybe I can fit that on there. You'll get the gist anyway. And then I'm just going to press it here with my block because it wasn't sticking. I think I might have stored it in the wrong type of page protector or something, so it's not sticking. I don't know. And there we go. We got our dog with a hat on. And now I'm going to show you a technique about die cutting. So we're going to die cut using one of our label dies, but we're not going to cut through the hat. And here's how you do that. Honestly, my hands are so inky. I hope that I hope this works all right. Hope I don't get smudges. You know what? I'll hold it up here because I know that's where I'm gonna cut it away. So I had a rather depressing morning. I stepped on the scale for the first time in I don't know, since October, since my last doctor's visit, and I've put on like 8 pounds. Of course, this is after breakfast, and usually I won't let myself be weighed at the doctor's till, unless I have a completely empty stomach. So I'm feeling a little depressed, feeling like it's time to start working out. Feeling very middle-aged today. Not fun. Alright, also guys, probably should have cut these little bits out first. You guys having any days like that? Anybody else trying to get ready for swimsuit season? Luckily in Maine, swimsuit season won't come for another few months. I probably got another good 3 or 4 months left. So I got some time. Got some time on my side. I think what I ought to do, because I have a treadmill, I think I ought to bring my Kindle on my treadmill, and I should watch episodes of Grimm or something while I'm exercising. I think that would make it a little easier. Alright, so I've cut loose the hat part. Alright, you see that? And then I'm going to take my little nesting, I think this is an actual Nestability. I think that's what brand this one is. I have different brands. I don't have that many, but I have a few different brands. And so what I'm doing here is popping the hat through the outside of the frame. See? I just want to make sure that the blade is going to not go over the edge because I stamped a little close to the bottom so I can see from the back that the blade is not just right on the edge of the blade there. And then I am going to stick just a little piece of tape to hold it in place. I have a magnetic platform, so I probably don't even need to do that. But I got to get it from here all the way over to there, so who knows what could happen. Lots with me. So I'm going to pause it. I'm going to run this through the machine. We'll be right back. Okay, now, through the power of YouTube and die cut the poor dog's tail off. That was unfortunate. Through the power of YouTube, you can see this lovely custom die cut here. So, there you have it. Now we're going to do a little inking. This is going to be a super quick card to make. I'm going to zoom in a bit so you can see a little better. I am going to use my Colorbox Blends. I got a sample of those sent to me, and the reviews were, I like it. I just feel like it feels like it needs a little bit more development, but I actually like the product. I just wish it was a little more consistent. This one has a pokey outy thing that is kind of scraping my paper, and some of them don't, so I don't know which way it should be. But yeah, I like the convenience of it. Like this one doesn't poke out at all, and so I feel like I'm not going to get a scratchy mark on my thing by mistake. And just doing a little blending. Terribly exciting, isn't it? Alright, I want to color the hat, so I'm going to use my masking tape. One of these days I'm going to buy a roll of Eclipse tape, but then I thought, I bet I could use like those lint rollers. I bet that's about the right like tackiness. I haven't tried it yet. That's one like on my to-do list. I have such a long to-do list right now. It's not even funny. I feel like I can't play because I have too many work things to do. Not that that's a bad thing, because you know, as an artist you want to have work because it's not always available. So yeah, I can't complain. Okay, I wish I had more colors of these actually. Alright, so now these are my homemade daubers. I just took a bottle cap and glued the ends of, like, folded a makeup wedge in half and glued it into the bottoms there. So I'm going to use this to, and some more of my new favorite ink. I don't know, I really like it. I haven't really put it through its paces yet, but I think maybe it's because it's a new ink pad and it's nice and juicy and it's not dented or anything. It's probably why I really like it. I'm just going to bounce my ink in there. Look how juicy. I'm just going to ink that up a little bit. Maybe just put a little bit on the dog's body too while I'm at it. Yeah, why not? I like it. It reminds you kind of like, I don't know, I just like those bright kind of primary colors. I don't know what it reminds me of exactly, but I like it. Alright, so let's cap these up and get them out of the way. Put them back in the little jar I've been keeping them in. Because I'm probably going to stick my fingers in them soon if I don't, not careful. Cover up my ink pad. Goodness gracious, it's a mess. Alright, so then I made these backgrounds a while back with those blends actually. So I'm just trying to decide what one I want to use. I kind of like that. I like that too. I think I liked having all the colors in there because I used all those colors in that background. So I will put a link to that video, maybe one of those info cards on the screen or something. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I stamped these little dog sentiments. These are actually from Stampendous and not Lost Coast because I didn't have any dog sentiments from them to use. I have lots of dog stamps, so these will be pretty handy. And I'm just going to cut them into strips. I kind of like that technique. It's just very easy. This is more a card, you know, appropriate card for a guy. It's hard to make those cards, and somebody had just requested that I do like a card for a guy or more cards for guys because usually my stuff is very flowery and feminine. So I thought this would be a great opportunity. So I can use these to ink the edges. Or I could use my ink pad. I think I used my ink pad on the other one. Use whatever you have. You don't have to buy anything special. Use what you got and see how far you can get with that. Right? That's why you're watching my channel, isn't it? There. I like it because it looks like the dog is barking happy birthday to somebody. Alright, so let's see what we have here. Yappy birthday. That's cute. I like that. Alright, let's see. I feel like I might, I don't know if I want to put a border on this one. I put a border on the other one, but I don't think I'm going to do that with this one. I think I'm going to leave it kind of plain. I am going to use some dimensional adhesive on the back. Those are tiny ones. I want bigger ones. Hopefully I'm not getting black all over everything. So I hope your day's been going good. Just feel like I've been running. I don't feel like I've had a chance to catch up. I don't feel like I've had any, you know, leisurely, you know, crafting time. I did do a little reorganization because apparently I can't leave well enough alone in my craft room. I'll have to share that with you guys. It has to do with the letterpress trays that were in the back of my my old place where I used to film a lot more. And I took them down because, well, for one, I just didn't think it was a very good waste of space. It was a perfect waste of space. It wasn't a very good use of space, however. That's where my problem comes from. So I took those down, and I considered selling them in my rental space, my retail space, because it isn't an antiques mall. But then I was like, you know what? It took me a while to find those puppies. I really don't want to sell them. I like them. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I'm keeping them. So they're just like leaned up against my big table now. I'll probably break my neck tripping over them sometime soon. So now I'm just trying to figure out if I want to do anything else before I put it on this background here, which is pretty much the exact size I need it. I think I'm gonna leave this one a little plainer. What do you think about that? I think I'm just asking for a big old smudge on this card though. That's what I think. I'm gonna hot glue it down because this background has had so much ink on it and it's so textured that I'm afraid it won't adhere very well if I don't. Oh look, the oh yes, I have to share something else. My front of my card just fell apart. Never a dull moment, right? All right, let's stick that down there. I've needed a crafty time like this for a while, though. I've needed kind of unstructured craftiness. All right, so this is gloss embossing powder there, and it really, nothing wants to stick to it. And I'm always a little worried with the foam adhesive because I've had things, I actually had a card published, and there was this white square in the corner because whatever was attached to it fell off. And like the editor didn't notice it when she scanned it. And I was like, well, I didn't put a white square there. And it was because the adhesive dot let go, and so that's how it was. I thought that was kind of funny. So, but since then I've made sure I put hot glue or wet glue behind it because the adhesive can dry out, and then it lets loose. So there we have it. Of course, you can add a strip of paper for a border. You can put it on a bigger card and add backing paper like I did there. You could add ribbon, you could add rivets, you could do whatever your little heart desires. But that is how I made this card. I will put the links in the video description if you're watching this on YouTube or on my blog. And if you're seeing it somewhere else, then click the little YouTube button and come on by and visit me and find all that fantastic information. And you could subscribe while you're there. Please give me a thumbs up because that really helps my channel, and I do appreciate it so very much. Thank you so much for watching. Watch more videos if you have the time. And until next time, happy crafting.